Good morning, YouTube. All right, I want to discuss about an article I recently came across that spoke about estimated tax payments, and also um, on my live stream video last night, or at least couple of days, I've made reference that I was going to do a video about the estimated tax payments and penalties. So I want to make a quick video and first refer you to my website, which is 1099taxes.wordpress.com. And I have a blog that I wrote extensively about estimated taxes and valuable resources that you could reference to about estimated taxes and how you calculate estimated tax payments. And it's on my blog. So please visit my blog and leave any comments or questions that you may have. But if you have some extensive issues with estimated taxes, or even for next year, I will be providing a service with my tax and consulting business to those, particularly in the ride-sharing economy gig jobs, with tax consultation for a fair, reasonable price. And the fact that my years of experience with the Internal Revenue Service, my educational background in taxes, and being with my MBA and my credentials, which is listed on my website, I could assist those in need, especially if you live in the metropolitan Atlanta area. So if you need my assistance, one-on-one consultation. So before, I know most of you, if you already have a tax accountant, then that's fine, that's great. But for those who may not be able to afford to have someone help them with their tax matters, I would simply say, just make your appointment with me. So come next year, we could have everything together. We could get everything done. Because I'm going to tell you, it's getting ruthless out there in regards to what the IRS is planning on doing. Now, the reason why I came about making this video was because of two articles that I recently came across last week when I was surfing the web. And one was the Wall Street Journal. And it was a big issue that it was on, what day was this? This article was on August the 11th, so it was a couple weeks ago. And what caught my eye was this Wall Street article, the Wall Street Journal rather, was the headline, when I'm reading it. Number of Americans caught underpaying some taxes surges to 40%. So when the Wall Street Journal starts writing articles about taxes, the IRS, trust me, it's some major things going to happen in the next coming tax year. So let me go ahead and give you briefly about the taxes and the situation or dilemma that's occurring. Now, this applies to gig economy workers such as Uber drivers, Instacart, Lyft, Uber Eats, Postmates, any of those, Airbnb, retirees, and business owners. So it's been a growing number of people that's in these gig economy jobs are not filing the taxes or paying the taxes correctly, or they are not paying, and therefore the IRS is assessing penalties for not paying those quarterly estimated taxes. Now, you may say, well, it can't be that much, or I was told that I have a lot of write-offs and I could deduct a lot of business expenses when I do my taxes next year. That has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. Because even if you're getting a refund, there's a penalty on line number 6. It's right below line 6465. I don't have the form, but it says estimated tax penalty, and the IRS will figure it out for you and send you a tax bill, or you can figure it out yourself. But that's a whole new different, that's all in my blog. How do you calculate your estimated tax? Now, according to the Wall Street Journal, 33%, or 7.5 million people to 10 million people between 2007 and 2016 has not paid the proper taxes on their return. Okay, who's doing this? Get out of here. Hate that. Anyway, and that is the data that the IRS keeps. And it's all published. You could go online and you can look at the IRS.gov data book for both 2015 and 2016. And it will substantiate everything what I just said. So this is not something I'm thinking, making up, or whatever, or listening to some unreliable source. This is coming directly from the source itself. Now, in some cases, the penalties can be abated, but let me tell you, you could file forms 2210, but I could assure you, many people are not going to really qualify for that penalty abatement. So, if you get a letter, CP30 notice, and that CP30 notice is telling you that you are charged a penalty for not prepaying enough taxes throughout the year, or you're not making timely estimated tax payments. Now, what you may say is, what's timely? Timely estimated taxes are taxes that are due April 18th, which was, what, a couple months ago? June 15th, which was a couple months ago too. The next coming payment is due September 15th, and then the other last payment is January 16th of 2018. Now, I'm at fault because I didn't make my estimated tax payments this year. So the first thing you have to do is register on EFTPS.gov. That stands for the Electronic Federal Tax Payment System. You register, and I registered already. You get a PIN code in the mail in about a week or so, and then you make your estimated tax payments online. And you say, well, how do I figure it out, how much I'm supposed to pay? Look at your last year's tax return, 2016. Whatever tax you paid last year, you pay that amount. So let's say it came up to let's say $12,000 was your taxes. You want to cover that amount of tax in 4 payments. So that means $3,000 a month. Not a month, a quarter. Now, you would say, well, dang, that's too high. How is it that much? I'm only giving an example. So please don't come on, make a comment, and try to be, well, it's 10% of the fit, and I thought it was 15%, and I thought that that's, There's a worksheet for that. I can't give an answer to how much you're supposed to pay. I can't tell you how much you're supposed to pay. Go to my blog, go to my website, 1099taxes.wordpress.com. Eventually, I will go ahead and get a web hosting company, so it will be published all over the web. But anyway, that's another discussion. So on there, it will give you and tell you who's supposed to pay estimated tax payments. Now, if you owe $1,000, if you owe at least $1,000, when I'm gonna tell you, most of us will owe taxes, regardless of what we may be told or what you hear on YouTube about you could deduct gas and you could deduct all these expenses and blah blah blah. You're gonna owe at least $1,000 of taxes when it's all said and done. If you owe at least $1,000, or you pay 90% from last year, which is basically what it's estimating is basically like 10%. So you may say, well, how do I know? How am I supposed to figure out? Well, I ain't got the money. You don't have the money to pay your tax, the estimated tax payment. Pay something. Pay something. Your income may fluctuate throughout the year. You know, all of that is in the worksheet. Now, you could go ahead and you could do a on a form 2210, the annualized income installment method. That's for people who do not receive income throughout the year, and you receive most of your income during the third or fourth quarter of the year. So in that case, if you get your income, say you don't get paid January to July, but you get paid basically like towards the end of the year, you know, what, October, November, December, then in that case, if you get your money towards the end of the third or fourth quarter, then you may avoid paying the estimated tax penalty. In that circumstances is when you get your money. But this is not really for those people who fall into that category. I'm helping those who are working in these gig economy jobs. You know, you work every week, you work every month. You may make some money, you may make most money. But a lot of y'all, if you do this full time, or even if you have a regular job and you're doing Uber, you'd be surprised. You may say, well, I only do this a couple of weekends, and at the end of the year, you end up making $12,000 extra as a side gig job, but yet you have a job, your regular job. Then now you're going to end up owing taxes. And you owe taxes, the reason why you owe is because you don't have enough taken out of your withholdings. Now, oops, who's this making these comments on here on YouTube? Anyway, so I don't want to make this video long, but go to my website, click the link below to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be making more and more videos pertaining to taxes, and also I want people to refer to my blog. Just go on the blog, tell me what you think, and I'm not going to make this a bit long video, so let me go ahead and click off, post this, and then I will do a live session about this later on this evening. So if you're interested, please make a comment below. If you're interested in live streaming about taxes, let me know. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.